Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so let's just get into it.
Is it just me, or have we noticed that men, they know the true definition of loneliness? Now let me expand on that. So when dating apps, we know that it's a fact. Guys have a way harder time on dating apps than females do. In terms of just getting attention whatsoever, a female can go on a dating app and get matches where sometimes guys get zero matches at all. So imagine how much of a hit to your ego and how depressing that would actually be. So I do feel for men in that case because that's something that females don't experience as often. It's very rare for a female to experience that, and it's much more common for a male to experience that. Two, when we're single, we have male friends that, and girls still may have male friends in relationships too. But I'm just saying, when you're single and you have male friends, they're usually doing things that a boyfriend might do for you. So little gestures like picking you up, messaging you more. So we still have that role being played by a friend, even though it's not a boyfriend. It's still little aspects of what they do is what a boyfriend would do. So it's not something that guys experience because girls don't do these gestures for their male friends. So I just something to think about. I think that we have to give men a little bit more credit. Like we don't experience loneliness as much as they do, and it must be tough.
It must be, and there are some men who experience loneliness. But I think you're still confusing loneliness with singleness. Also, you said you have male friends who do boyfriend stuff for you, and that's great. We also do have male friends. It doesn't matter how single we are, we still have friends. They don't really do boyfriend stuff for us, but they're still our friends. And last, there are some women who are experiencing loneliness harder than men. Just yesterday, I posted that woman, not female, woman, who couldn't even find a friend. And just because you get some validation of dating apps or social media, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not single, alone, or lonely. Something to think about when you're going home to an empty place.
I've determined the worst part of being single. It's not feeling lonely, it's not missing the person, it's wanting intimacy. Like, I just want to be held. And not by some random Chad from the bar. Like, the feeling of being held by someone that you love and trust?
Calm down, princess. Rough, isn't it? Nah, but I think she just proved the point I was making earlier.
Hypothetically, if you were hanging out with a boy at his house and you're sitting there and you notice on his dining room table there's nail polish there, so you say to him, whose nail polish is that? And then he goes, it must be my mom's. And then he does text his mom and his mom says, yeah, maybe I left it there. Would you believe him?
Me, yes. But ask yourself this. How did his mom responded? In which way she responded to his text? Because if it wasn't hers, she would have said, what are you talking about? And the bigger question, if he was hiding another girl, do you really think he would have left some other girl's nail polish on the table?
I was once called a gold digger like it was a bad thing, like seeking a partner who has together, a business or a job that they love, drives a nice car, lives in a nice place, can afford a few nice holidays here and there. What's bad about that? Who wakes up in the morning and goes, I am going to go out and look for the most garbage person I can find? Call me a gold digger. I love the gold.
Yeah, no, you made that pretty clear. No one wakes up in the morning and tries to find the easiest person in the world. But only a gold digger will wake up in the morning, go outside and try to find everything on that list you've just mentioned. People who are looking for a relationship, they don't care about whatever car you're driving. They're not expecting from their significant other to have their vacations paid. And most important, they're looking at how they feel when they're together and how their significant others is treating them. But you keep looking for that gold because you're already in your 30s. Yeah, and I'm sure pretty soon you're gonna find it.
Men wanting princess treatment. I can't. My one girlfriend was telling me this story that happened to her the other weekend, and she says this guy looked at her dead in the face and was like, I'm not gonna chase you. There doesn't even need to be a backstory on this guy because he's so irrelevant, but he said, I'm not gonna chase you. First of all, you need the steps. Second of all, you want us to give you flowers? Third of all, is it a testosterone thing? Like, I actually don't understand what's going on, because there's been a lot of instances that I have seen men want princess treatment. And I'm just like astonished. I'm shocked.
Most of you are shocked when you realize you're no longer being chased. First of all, the only steps I need are the steps I'm taking. Second of all, I don't need flowers, especially since I'm not gonna buy you any. Third of all, yes, since 1985, testosterone level dropped 20%. That's still not the issue. There are still plenty of men who walk around like they discovered testosterone. How sad is it that not even them are chasing you? Men are no longer chasing you because you're no longer worth the chase. You knew all that, and we could have had a different conversation, but you chose to go for the shaming tactics. Men don't need princess treatment. What you're referring to as princess treatment, we used to call it human decency, normal human interaction, common sense. Somehow, by some delusional factor, you think you're way above that. And the common sense and the human decency I was talking about earlier, you consider that to be bare minimum, because you are the princess. Unfortunately, men started to see you for who you are. And that right there is the reason why men are no longer chasing you, not because we want to be chased. And by the way, why not tell us the full story? What games were your friend playing? What mental gymnastics she tried to put him through that got him to the point where he said, nah, I'm not doing that?
So who pays all the bill between you guys?
Me.
So do you dress provocative online?
Yeah.
If he asked you to stop, would you?
No.
Why wouldn't you? He's paying all your bills.
Because I do what I want. Just because he pays my bills doesn't mean he gets to control what I do.
So you don't think it's like a respect thing if he's taking out his hard-earned time and money to provide your lifestyle, that if he had a simple request like be more respectful online, you couldn't do that for him?
I don't feel like what I'm doing is disrespectful.
Do you realize that that's why guys don't see you as long-term?
People see me as long term.
No, they don't.
I have to admit I was not expecting that ending. Can't say it wasn't a pleasant surprise though. People see you long term, you must be joking, right? You do what you want. Well, apparently from now on you're gonna be doing all that single.
Love predictions for all zodiac signs, part 1. Aries, a lot of you are going to get into a relationship this month.
How about you just get F and leave me alone? Who even listens to this? Right now, right this very second, when you guys are watching this, there are Aries that are getting divorced, getting through breakups. Oh, but no, every single Aries is gonna get into a relationship this month, because she knows that. How can she not know? She says astrology in her tarot card. Get into a relationship this month. F off and come back to me when it's the new eclipse season.
Why do you think exes come back right as you're getting over them and your attention is elsewhere? The universe is made up and built off of energy. And so even if someone's not consciously paying attention to their intuition or their downloads that they're getting, they can feel when you're energetically chasing them. Because let's say you look through text messages, you're looking through Instagrams, you're looking through pictures of you two and you're getting sad. That energy is being picked up by that person and it's pushing them away even more. Whereas when you take your power off them, you focus your energy onto things that you really enjoy and you focus on things that are actually good for you, that person would come back 10 times faster if you learn how to manipulate and switch the energy.
Enough with the craziness and with the universe craziness already. The universe is energy, yeah, and you're using that energy to get money from naive people. You're taking advantage of people who are going through breakups, who are hurting, just so you can become, I don't know, TikTok famous or so you can make some money.
So you know how us women like to always say they always come back? That is a lie. And I am proof of that. I was toxic. I was not a good person at one point when I was healing and dating. I pushed 2 people away. They have not came back. But there are some men who do have standards and who will not allow you to be toxic to them or treat them badly. Because just as us women develop as we heal a standard of self-value, self-love, so do these men. So you hit a man at a time or a healing spot in his life where he's had enough and he won't accept any toxicity in his life. You better believe he's gonna walk and he ain't coming back. Stop with the whole, they always come back. Because I'm here to tell you, that is not true. They do not all come back.
In the nicest way possible, fall in love with me or leave me alone. Thank you.
I pet my dog. You see, petting your dog is one of the most relaxing things you can possibly do. It releases a hormone called oxytocin, which reduces stress.
See, they told you to not feed that thing after midnight. You just didn't listen. Anyway, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.